Well, rifle season's over, and man, I tell you what, it was a rough one. Uh, Now, my neighbor, about a mile over, buddy of mine I went to school with, he shot a real good buck. His brother shot a real good buck, and so they was covered up in bucks. But over here where I'm at, I just couldn't seem to get on one. But usually that's pretty much the case. By the time rifle season comes along, I've hunted so hard that the deer are just hid up. Our rifle season falls after the rut, and in between the secondary rut, in that little space there, and it just it seems like they just hide. They know it's coming, and like I said, especially in my area, I hunt it hard October. So November, I probably scared some deer around. Definitely by November, I've scared deer around. So by mid-November to late November, it gets tough, and I did shoot a doe, but no buck. So, but now it's that in-between time, and it was in between rifle and our next rifle season, which is the holiday doe season. And I got real close to a doe there, but just didn't make it happen, and she winded me. So now it's the holiday rifle season, and I just went out there that morning. I got up, getting dressed, fell back asleep. Got up, the sun was coming up, so I stormed out there, didn't even bring my camera. So after I shot the deer, I had to go back to home and get my camera and head back out there. I'm herding them to my place. That's Gene's hunting land. I'm trying to herd them over to mine. Actually, I'm going to pick up my doe I shot this morning. Beautiful morning. Woo! Let's go see. But right now it's the opening weekend of the holiday rifle season. And I tell you what, if you'd have been in the tree with me this morning, what happened here was, I'll never forget it, and that's a good thing. This doe come up beside me here. Well, first I had a doe come in down back behind me, and I kind of got up out of my stand and it creaked. And she didn't want no part of that. So I was kind of downtrodden, But I seen movement down here by the creek, and so I looked down there, and in the water I couldn't see on land because there was a deep shadow there. But in the water I could see legs, 4 legs, just a silhouette of a deer, and it was going right to this crossing, right where I'm hunting. So I was getting fired up. Well, she come up behind to my left and started angling behind me, which is bad for wind. So I shot her at about 25 yards. I mean, it wasn't a very long shot at all. And I don't know where I hit her the first time. The second shot was right here, I believe. But anyway, she come right up here to me and stopped not 5 yards from my stand. And I could tell she was hit pretty good. But I went ahead and got another shell in, shot her one more time right there, and she came about 6 yards, 7 yards, and fell right here. And I tell you what, I watched her expire. And I know a lot of people probably think, oh, that's just gross up there. And I tell you what, it was nothing gross about it. I just sat there and I closed my eyes, and I thank God for the opportunity, and I thank God for letting me have this deer, and I sat there, watched this deer expire, and I had nothing but respect for what happened. Yes, I took this deer's life, but this deer is going to feed me and my family, and my two nieces, they come down this week. It's going to feed us, and we are going to get nourishment from it. It's going to strengthen our bodies, and I am so thankful to God that He allowed me to harvest this dough this morning. And I tell you what, I was shaking so bad sitting there while this deer expired, and it didn't take long, and she was gone. But having that, tell you what, I really learned something about myself today, this morning. It doesn't matter what's up here. Not at all. It doesn't matter to me at all. I just love coming out here and hunting whitetail deer. I absolutely love it. I can't think that there's anybody out there that loves this as much as me. I may be wrong, and I'm sure there's thousands of sportsmen out there that think the same way. There can't be anyone out there that loves this as much as I do. And it doesn't matter if it's a doe or a buck, and I've killed some great bucks. And I think I shook more on this kill than I ever have on any kill. Bow, it don't matter, longbow, recurve, compound, muzzle loader, rifle, and I'm shooting a rifle. And this rifle, I've had this since I was 11 years old. My dad bought this for me in 1991. This rifle, I believe, has put down a deer every year since then. At least one, sometimes multiple. Now, I use a 30-06 now, every now and then, but I still have to break this baby out once in a while. It's only got one shot, but I tell you what, when I'm shooting, I can feed these in there pretty quick. But this gun, this deer, I thank you, Jesus. I can't explain it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like I said, I don't think anybody out there loves this as much as I do. But I hope you do, because this is something wonderful right here.